everybody? It's your boy Real back with another review, man. Yo, this is Power Book 4 Season 2, Episode 8. God damn, that's it. That's just a mouthful every time. I swear I feel confident coming in and just knowing that any chance I'm gonna slip up and mess that up. But I didn't, so we here. And I gotta say, I liked Episode 8. I did. So far, there's been 2 episodes this season I liked, and that is 2 more than I ever expected. So let's give them a round of applause for that one, because I didn't. I thought it was just going to be a dumpster fire from beginning to end, but they managed to get me with a couple of these episodes, and this was one of them. Hence, and the reason why it gets its own this time. No need to double up. All right, now, why did I like it? First, let's start with Jenard. Let's start with Jenard. We need to clap it up for him finally not being fucking dumb. And that in itself deserves an award. This is the first time in a long time that Jenard has not been stupid. And he's been so dumb, we forget that he was running CBI successfully by himself for 15 years while Diamond was locked up. It is beyond me how a man has run a corporation, an illegal one, an illegal drug corporation in the city of Chicago for 15 years, not being shot, arrested, investigated. It takes a lot to be like the head drug motherfucker of a city for 15 years peacefully. Just collecting from Miguel and heading to the street. Boom, boom, boom. 15 years Jenard did that. If we didn't know that, you couldn't tell me this motherfucker did that. Not Jenard. No. He didn't have the capabilities. The man, he tried to kill his brother, and then when that failed, he tried to start his own shit, which shouldn't be that hard. Like 15 years of loyalty, like, why did so many people not roll with Jenard? That's always question. That's always been a thing on my mind. Like, I've been working with him he's been putting kids through college. 15 years. And then he was like, oh, Diamond's out? No, fuck Jenard. And because of that and the unsuccessful run at treason, he turned straight to heroin. I'm talking about, like, soon as he passed go, he collected heroin. Like, that was crazy. Fast. Fuck that 200. Give me the heroin. Like, so he did that, but I guess he got out of the system. He is back thinking straight. I don't know if that has something to do with old girl. What's her name? Shanti. Maybe Shanti had something to do with it. Steady piece of fine ass. She's got some type of thinking. So I don't know. Maybe she balances him in some way. I don't know. But anyway, he did 2 smart things. He did not make an attempt on Tommy's life. He didn't shoot him. He saved him. Right now, in the moment, I don't know what he was thinking. Like, maybe Tommy's not that bad, or let me get closer to him. If I save him here with the Serbs, which was a wild ass meeting, then I'll be able to get closer to fuck him over later. And I'm gonna argue against that. Like, while Jenard made some smart moves this episode, I highly, highly doubt that it was the latter of those 2 choices. I think he was like, fuck, if I shoot Tommy in here, they might be like, what the fuck you did? And then Diamond will find out, and then he'll want to kill me or kick me out of CBI again. So let me just let Tommy rock out, and I'll catch him slipping another time. Or I'll just let Miguel do it once he find out he's smashing his sister. I think he was hedging his bets on that. Now, when he told Shanti, like, yeah, I had the shot, but I didn't take it. I ended up saving him. She was like, yeah, that was smart. You did the right thing. Now we get, and I think he was like, yeah, you know what, that was smart. But that's what I don't think he processed that fast. Let's not go ahead and give Jenard too much credit. So he did that, and he brought the play of Shanti working with Claude and the Serbians. He brought that play, what was going on to Tommy, just to jump out in front of it. Because if he ain't learned nothing, he learned that Tommy is going to find out what the fuck is going on. Right? So I was like, okay. Okay, Jenard, I like it. So he made two smart moves, didn't do nothing dumb, and while Vic tried to spin it on him, he tried to spin it right back on Vic. So it was looking like the real beef is between Jenard and Vic. They both fighting for like this weird Tommy's approval or Tommy's love, or maybe they still don't fuck with each other in some capacity. I don't know. I don't know. But it seems like that's about to be a tiff. And I'm still sticking to my Shanti gets killed by Jenard. Like that's what I'm thinking. Now, to that meeting that they had, that Diamond Dub to play stepdad, to his new little boo thing. The Serbs just wild out. They coming in shooting shit up. Again, I jumped the gun by calling them pussy. They blowing up neighborhoods. They know when drug meets is happening. And it was so convenient. Right? Because it was such an important meeting, and this particular gang, I guess, of Puerto Ricans that's been downtrodden by the Mexican cartel because they're Puerto Rican. They just been going through it. Right? And they was like, fuck it, we'll rather deal with the Serbs. But this time around, I guess the choice was easy. And I just didn't understand that. I'm like, so if the Serbs still are supplying them, the Devils or whatever the fuck their name is, I don't know. They got names from the Warriors up in this shit. But okay, so my only thing was with that whole thing, I was confused. I'm like, if they just bought drugs from me, or I just fronted them some drugs to sell, and I don't have many connections left, so maybe I want to keep the relationships I do have going solid. I don't know if I'd bust into their place of business and just start shooting shit up. Them, my immediate ops. And did I not think that they were both going to team up with guns? How many guns they think was coming in there? Like, the Serbs came in like 5 deep. And like 15 motherfuckers. Like, on the pull-up, it was motherfuckers outside with shotguns. So how did they get past the security outside? Like, I don't know. That was a sketchy scene. I was questioning it. I was like, the Serbs just ain't doing good business. They just I think they got a taste of blood. And they ready to just, like, crash out. That's what it's looking like. So, the Devils are now dealing with Tommy. And before I get to that, I'm going to talk about Tommy at the end. Because I'm liking the moves he made. I want to save him for the end. So, yeah, that was my confusion with the Serbs. So, now everybody's against the Serbs. Right? Now, let's go to Diamond and this horrible tragedy. I like that kid got shot. Oh, I hate to say it. I know what that makes me. Just, but okay, hear me out. Yes, it was a good kid, very well spoken, a narrator, an orator. Okay, he was a young orator. He could have been something powerful in Chicago. But what I liked from his death, let's just okay. The realism. There is no fighting in Chicago. Like I don't know if y'all have been here. I don't know if you I don't know if you know somebody from here, but fighting is not at the top of niggas to-do list out here in the city. It's straight gunplay. So when them kids pressed him and he was like, "You know what? I'm feeling good. I'm about to take this little jacket off and I'm about to go to work." He hit Shorty with a two-piece combo, right? A little two-piece spicy, drops him. I'm like, okay. Diamond's like, yeah, hell yeah. I'm already knowing what's happening next. Ain't nobody taking L's. Nobody in Chicago is taking L's. He turned right around like, "Hand me that gun." Shot Shorty right there. That was very real. That is exactly how it would go down. So thank you for not creating this fairy tale. That's exactly how it would go down. Unfortunately. I think if you can't box or if you got to run to a gun when motherfuckers throwing hands, I personally feel that you're a complete pussy or a dick. Sorry, ladies. I just, I don't know. I think you're soft. That's just my personal. That's just how I am. Like, the shorty want the one-on-one fade. You shot him. You weak as fuck. That's just how I stand on it. But that's the reality of the matter. So, but what do we get from this kid's death outside of everybody going, "Ah, oh, fuck, man, no, that's not cool." We get a diamond that's fully focused on the drug game because it was. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was very irritating watching him like be Nino Brown on weekends, but then Monday through Thursday he's fucking Martin Luther King out here. Like Tommy needed him for important business. He's got one foot in. He's trying to be a stepdad. He's trying to raise up the community, but sell drugs to the community. Like he was very much conflicted. I'm a barber. He works a lot of hours in this barber shop. To be running a multi-million-dollar drug corporation, he cuts a lot of hair. So I'll give it to him. But he's like, and he's trying to like stop Tommy's like rise to power. Cause like, oh, you just moving a little too fast. Like, let's just do things small. Cause he's trying to stay out the way. Diamond ain't want no smoke. He ain't want no war. Cool. If his intentions were also to grow and his focus was that, his focus was let's just try to make money and not drop bodies. But that's just not a possibility. And Tommy was just fighting against him like, look, dude, motherfuckers gotta bleed. Like, people gotta die. This is what it is, the drug game. So, with that kid's death, we got a fully committed Diamond. He bathed himself in fucking blue faces and fucking dope in his barbershop table. I was like, oh yeah, he's out of it. He was there for the kid dying, his girl. I don't think it's his girl no more. Call me crazy. He got some other beef. Oh no, that's what let him know. Yeah, so when he just dumped that, when he took the money from a boy that came in the barbershop. By the way, that is Corey, that dude that stepped in there. Did I meet him in high school or college? I don't know, but he's a fashion dude. He be all over the place. Salute to you. Congrats. You making shit happen. I love to see it. Love to see Chicago dudes on the come up. Yes, that is Corey Damone, I want to say. You can find him on Instagram, Facebook. Good dude. Um, but yeah, when he took that shit from him and then like dumped all that stuff on his body, I was like, yeah, okay, I don't think I like where this is headed. And then we saw that the hating ass baby daddy then went and snitched on him. I thought we got him out the picture, but I guess you just can't choke. You can't choke grown men at their place of business without some repercussions. I thought he was gonna go maybe take it the gangster route. You know what I'm saying? On some let me hoodie up, mask up, and shoot this nigga outside his barbershop. Nope, he went to go snitch, and I was like, you know what? I don't know how I feel about that. I'm conflicted. I'm thinking like, damn, what if a drug dealing ass nigga who I couldn't beat choked the fuck out of me to where like, you know what I'm saying? Then he started smashing my baby mama and raising my kid. I'm a piece of shit, by the way. But still, you can't choke me out at work, smash my baby mama, and try to raise my kid. I was in a nice home. He really ran that man up out of a house. Where's that nigga living? So okay, I'm not that. I'm not. I don't know how I feel about the snitching. I feel like okay, I don't like it. I don't like it, but I understand it. Let's go with that. I don't like it, but I understand it. He had no other resort. What a hater gonna do but hate? He had no other options. Open your third eye. Open that. He had no other options, people. He had the 6ix9ine. Pause. That was crazy. But yeah. So he sends the parole officer who's been waiting for Diamond. I mean, we from this kid's death, we also get Killer Diamond, and the Diamond. His hips then expanded, and now it's kill season. Killer hips. That's who he is now. That PO was also getting on my nerves. And can we like how many dead government officials do we have in one season? Like, you know, damn, where we at with it? They killed the oh no, they killed a dirty cop. Okay, that was a dirty cop, so we don't really count him. But they killed the federal agent. Usually, shows are built around people trying to escape after they didn't kill the federal agent. Like that's a fucking huge deal. Like I know we all just watched it, kind of brushed over it. Like oh yeah, dude was wrong place, wrong time. Vic had to shoot him. Fuck it. But no, you can't just go around killing federal agents. Like there will be blood, there will be hell to pay. Like it's on site. Like even killing a cop is crazy in Chicago, but you're gonna kill a federal agent in Chicago? Like that's the whole neighborhood is getting like. No, I wouldn't come outside. Not to go to work. I'm like, yeah, no, sorry, I can't come in today. I'm gonna be out for a week. Police is out here, niggas done killed a federal agent. I'm not finna get molested by these cops. Like they are not finna be whooping. They'll just be out here whooping random ass. So we got those two, and now we got a fucking parole officer dead. That's three government officials dead in one season. That's a lot. Like cops is getting authority where, motherfucker, they getting murdered. So okay, uh, but that PO been waiting for Diamond to fuck up, but at the same time rooting for him. Like I was very confused. He hated Diamond, and he hated how he couldn't catch him, and then he started liking him because he couldn't catch him, and then he spoke, and he's like, "Oh, you're not a bad dude." And then soon as some little rat motherfucker comes telling you, come marching your ass in there, and you caught a buck 50 to the throat, a new smile. Diamond gave his ass a new smile, and what I loved about that scene, outside of him just sitting there like, yeah, with his little fucking Candyman blade, like his little shaver. It was Tommy in the background looking like an evil spirit. If you go back to that scene, it is fucking hilarious. Tommy's face literally goes from he goes from trying to chill out the PO. Like I don't know, Tommy's like reaction to that whole thing was crazy. First he was about to shoot the parole officer. Diamond said no, so he stepped back. Then Blade talking about wrestling. Tommy's like, "Whoa, let's calm down here. Let's not like he's gonna try to reason with the parole officer to not arrest Diamond." I didn't understand that train of thought. So then once he gets killed, you see Tommy's face go of shock and awe. He was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" He was like, "Whoa, that might be a bad idea." But then as Diamond just sat there with the blood dripping off the blade, Tommy went from shock to like, I like this. Okay. I like this a lot. The kid that he was trying to be such a good guy for is dead. Cool. So now I got his full attention. And he just killed his parole officer. Now I can trust him. He killed him in front of me. And he looks like he's ready to be on some gangster shit. And Tommy is loving it. And I died laughing. Just go back to that scene. Watch Tommy like he as Diamond's looking at himself in the mirror. Don't look at Hips McGee. Look at fucking Tommy right behind him, just smirking with the blood over the mirror. That boy Tommy is a fucking fool. So yes, I'm saying that we about to get a murderous Diamond. Maybe the OG Diamond. We about to see what he's about to do. And it couldn't have came at a better time because Tommy done started some shit, but we ain't there yet. We ain't there yet. Tommy. He did his thing this one. Vic. He is playing both sides. I mean, now that you know he killed the cop, he's finna try to. I guess she forced a confession out of him, which can't stick because if you take him to power court, and we don't want to go to power court, but if we end up in power court, if the defense attorney asks him, "Were you or prosecutor whoever asked him, were you like forced to do this? Did somebody make any promises? Blase, blase, blase." He's gonna have to say yes. She wanted me to say that he was the one who killed him, and he'd be telling the truth. And she'd lose the job that she was not trying to lose because she was extra thirsty and extra angry and just trying to be like supreme boss lady. So her forcing a false confession out of Vic is what I think is going to be her downfall. It's going to free Vic up to not be persecuted for that. Where's that eyewitness at anyway? Might get her killed or she might disappear. Either way, we know Vic ain't going to jail for none of that shit. So I think Shorty's just gonna lose her job. And her little boyfriend or ex or whatever the fuck they got going on. Very weird relationship. He was trying to protect her from crashing out, but she wasn't having it. Oh boy got shot. I understand her anger, but that just fucked her. So I think Vic is now fully on Tommy's side. Like there's gonna be no more snitching. That's my hot take. Which ain't really that hot. It's very lukewarm. But you don't have too many avenues. Because Tommy was there and he pulled the trigger, and Vic is guilty. So like, I think he chose his side inadvertently. Even if he passed off that little micro recording, which I don't even know why he still. I guess that was to buy him some time. But once he saw that that shit wasn't working, yeah, I think he's finna go full Tommy side. So I think the dynamic duo is gonna get back. Now, if they have more seasons, I'm assuming Tommy's gonna find out what he originally planned to do to him, and now probably get Vic killed. I don't think Vic is gonna be around for the long haul. Might even happen this season. I don't know. Vic might not make it out this season. He ain't got no more black women. I mean, look at him. There's no more. He is heartbroken. All the black women he loved that was in his life is gone. He's got his father who he hates is gone. Claude is not fucking with him, and her death is just right there. So I don't really see a purpose for Vic if he's not finna just be like the new Irish leader. Like, I don't even think he's realized that he runs the Irish like mafia in Chicago right now. Like, he has now taken over for his father. He has responsibilities, and he's been so caught up in whatever the fuck he's been caught up in that I don't think he took a minute to sit down and realize, like, oh, wait a minute, I am the Irish mafia leader. Fuck my sister. Like, why am I working with the cops? I should have access to a lot of attorneys. I have a lot of money now. Like, that hasn't settled for him, and it really should, because he's walking around looking like a lapdog to Tommy when he's a whole Irish mafia leader. Like, I'm befuddled. So he needs to figure that out. Maybe he'll get a few more seasons in, and we can really turn it up a notch and let Vic come into his own. That'd be awesome. So writers or anybody that works on Power, if you're seeing this, if you needed some suggestions, maybe have Vic realize who the fuck he is, let him settle into his role, and we can get a rise of two people. We all love Scarface when he, you know what I'm saying, was coming up. And I turned it off when he was about to get killed. You know, we all love that part. So you get to have that in another season. Like, you could really expand on that. You could really have Tommy and them to help each other take over the Irish Mafia and then Chicago, and they run shit, and then, you know, things are successful, but of course they beef, so now they're at war, and it's him versus the Flynns all over again. We can do this. It's easy. Fucking just give me a pen and paper. I'll put it together for you. All you gotta do is write the dialogue. I'll plot it out for you, okay? You twist, okay. You ain't gotta twist my arm. I got you. But it'd be so simple. It really could. That's the story of Vic. Oh, Kate finds out that, so they mad at Kate for getting drunk and getting high again. Going to New York, fucked up, come back. They, you know, I guess the good son is on her ass about relapsing, like they didn't just tell her grandson was dead, only to tell her like, no, he's really not dead. So you should stop drinking and doing coke again, Kate, if that's at all possible. And she just had the one question that I had when they did it: why? I'm really loving Kate. Like, it's the simple. Why the fuck? Why? What was your Well, Tommy thought it would be a good idea, and you couldn't fuck nothing up if you thought that it was. It didn't make sense. She was confused, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna go do more drugs. That's gonna bite her in the ass. Maybe D-Mac makes another appearance before the season is over. I don't know. Maybe, possibly. Oh, what else we got before we get to Tommy? Because Tommy and Miguel are both intertwined. So yeah, I think we go ahead and yeah, we get into that. Now, let's get to Tommy. Tommy has made some powerful moves this episode. Very calculated, very smart, very unlike Tommy. He actually had thought put into this. So I was very impressed because Tommy knew several things. He knew A, the feds was watching him, which was very impressive, but he's been followed plenty of times, so I'm sure he knows the routine. But he has fallen in love with his Connect sister, and he knows it can only last so long because she's worried about his impending death from Miguel, and possibly him killing her too for some weird incestuous reason. I don't know what Miguel's obsession is with his sister. She fucking comes around once a week, shoots him full of insulin, and and I mean, visibly can't stand him or his lifestyle. So I don't know what she represents to him, to Miguel. I don't know. But Tommy knows, like, got the feds. I'm falling in love with this girl. This can only last but for so long if I don't do something about it. And I just locked down the impossible gang at this meeting who's been beefing forever. I just created a whole united front in Chicago and found out that my connect, the big Hefe is in town for one time only. And this is my chance to at least get some FaceTime because she can't invite Tommy. Miguel will be like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing here with Tommy? So then that's a whole nother problem. Miguel definitely wasn't finna fucking invite him. So he had to invite himself. And in him doing that, he shut down what he knew would have been coming. He knew his time doing sneaky links with old girl, with Miguel's sister, was gonna come to a close soon. And Miguel, once Miguel found out, like, he runs the city, essentially. Still got to get your drugs from Miguel, but on paper, hey, I've done everything good for you. I haven't fucked you over. I fucked your sister, but I haven't fucked you. So there's that, right? And this is his way of reminding him, like, hey, I'm your top earner, and because you don't respect it, let me talk to your boss. So he comes in with gifts for the quinceañera. He introduces himself, makes some little funny jokes. Dude ends up liking him, and that's a problem. Tommy was effectively able to get the Serbs to get no more food for the Serbs, took them off the map. Then, before Miguel could fuck him over, he fucked Miguel over the nicest way possible. Let me introduce myself here. So then, when your boss is looking and saying, why the fuck do I even need Miguel? This dude is the one making all the moves. Miguel's been at war. He's been warring with other parts. We making more money than we ever did with this white boy Tommy. I think I could do business with this guy. I like this guy. Or at least split the city up. And him knowing Miguel's hot temper is he's going to bait him. I can see what Tommy's doing right now. He's going to bait Miguel into making a dumb move, attack on his life. He's going to get back to Che, like, why are you trying to kill our top earner? Like, you're not thinking straight. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? Maybe do some internal beef. He now has some FaceTime. He knows Tommy. Tommy slides in there like, look, I'll take care of this Miguel problem, wash my hands of it, and then you could just deal directly with me. And I have a nice little sheet from New York. You can ask New York crews about me. I've been doing this. So I think that was genius on Tommy's part. He has protected his ass by showing up with a little ass gift to a quinceañera. And Miguel's hands are tied. He went over there to try to sell to the Devils. And they told him, hey, I'm working with Tommy. I don't give a fuck. I know it's your drugs, but I'm getting it from Tommy. Which was a nice little fuck you, like, which is crazy. Like, Miguel's still getting money from them, essentially. And they do kind of technically adjace work for him, but they proven their loyalty to Tommy. And I think every other crew in Chicago would probably do the same thing the way Tommy has it set up. He's looking out for him. He's making them hella money. He's stopping a lot of gunfire. So motherfuckers gonna respect that. Miguel, not so much. So, and he has quietly amassed a giant army, one that Miguel can't handle himself. If he was just if he was in a knockout, drag out battle with the Devils, if Miguel and the Devils was like rival enemies and Miguel couldn't wipe them out, ain't no fucking way he gonna be able to deal with them and the crews that Tommy come with. So there's that. So bravo on Tommy. He actually made a smart move. And he told his girl, like, your brother might have to die. She's like, I don't want him to die. You know, lying. She would love nothing more than for her brother to fucking go away. Probably wouldn't want him killed by her new boyfriend. That's probably a little messy. But she can't just outright be like, yeah, take my brother out. She has threatened this nigga by not giving him a shot. So we know that's in her wheelhouse to just let Miguel croak on over. But it's one thing to think it. It's another thing to look at this dude, say, hey, I will really whack your motherfucking brother for you. Like, you over here bullshitting. I get it done. So that's what she's facing right now. But Yeah, Tommy killed it. I'm not mad at this episode. Nobody outside of the Serbs really did anything stupid or didn't make sense. And like the head investigator lady, but she's just mad. So I'm giving her grace. But she's stupid too. So there's that. I don't know how long she has for that position. But yeah, man, that was episode 7. I'm 8. Yeah, that was episode 8. And I enjoyed it. So hopefully, I doubt it. I mean, look how many episodes came in between a good one. We got what, a finale coming up soon. We got maybe 2 more episodes. So hopefully they stay on this path. That'd be nice. Let's end this thing with a bang. Okay? But with that, man, protect your health, yourself, your wealth, man. Your boy Rel's out of here. Peace.
Yo, I know I don't need no introduction, but y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Hollywood Rail. And I appreciate you for sliding through and watching these videos. But you know what I need from you? Alright, if you ain't already, I need you to like this and subscribe this, man. We at 1,000 trying to get to 2, alright? Push it for your boy. Get them algorithms up. So when it come to that subscribe button,